morning. It's me, Mikey Pipes. Thank you so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Wednesday, October 19th, 2020. It's 42 degrees here in cold Long Island, New York. Right now I am on Sunrise Highway. We're going a little outside our territory this morning, just a sea hair. Why? Because it's not every day, or it's kind of like once in a blue moon, where we actually have to work on a Bosch. And before I even get started with today's video, I'd like to give a special thanks and a shout out to the people at Bosch Thermal Technology Group for being a corporate sponsor for the channel. Wait until I unveil the new truck wrap that we're going to release for the South Carolina branch. It's going to be tits, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be nice. Oh, but like I said, it's not every day that we repair a Bosch. Why? Because they're workhorses. Because they can survive a nuclear holocaust. When it comes to reliable, dependable equipment, there's nothing like a Bosch. Let's go Bosch. All right, here we are. Buderus. This is the GB142, made by Bosch. Beautiful, beautiful machine. Indirect, Turbomax. Turbomax 23. We have a 2.5 bathroom house. Interesting how they did the near boiler piping. Here is our primary loop right here. All right. This T off the primary loop comes across there, down here, and instead of exclusively just going to the indirect, it's also going down across to the zone, which is for baseboard heating on the first floor and second floor bedrooms. The return side comes here, tees in with the return of the indirect, comes up, and then there. I'm not too keen on the way they did it, but this has been installed for quite some time and it works, so it is what it is. Peter just took out the neutralizer. But one thing to notice, take a look at our radiant manifold by Uponor. We have 5 thermostats in the house. One of the customers' complaint is that the second floor bathroom could read 109 degrees because there's no zone valve for it, no zone actuator. These are the Uponor zone actuators. When it's popped up like that, like a little nipple, right, it's on. So that's on, this is on, these are off. These have been replaced already, these have not. They just needed another zone actuator, and that way they control the heat on that second floor bathroom. So if one of these zones are on, this is gonna kick on. Another issue is pressure. Be careful with that thing.
Full.
It's full? Yeah. And it's easy. We can close the ball valve, we can drain it down, and we can replace the tank. But let's take the hood off this Cadillac and see what's going on in here. It's already on off there. What, you need 2 people to do this? You didn't see the little guy, the little stick figure? He said, read the manual. All right, let's put that off to the side somewhere.
Wet inside.
Is it wet inside? Where? Oh, yeah. All right, let's just do a visual observation of what we got going on in here. Here is our heat exchanger. Take a look at the top. She hasn't been cleaned in a while. Yeah, so there's our leak. Condensate. See? Right there. That right there.
Oh wait, no.
What?
It's coming from behind. It's
Really?
Coming from above.
Uh-oh.
On the heat exchanger.
Let's see. Let's see if I can get in there. Oh, yeah, it is. Hold on, let's wait for it. Yep, above.
Wow.
Yep. Right above. Wait for it. Yep. Alright, bottom seal of the heat exchanger. There's our sight glass with the little mirror reflective window. Very nice. Okay, so that explains the condensate leak.
Oh, it's coming from the exhaust.
Oh, is it?
On the back side, you can see.
Let's see. See? Yep, there it is. So if it's leaking condensate,
It's leaking carbon.
it's also leaking exhaust gases. All right. Yep, there it is. See? We thought we had a failed heat exchanger. Gene, come on. This is the finest German engineering right here that money can buy. All right, so we have to take apart the flue, see what's going on in there. See, there she is. Nice, beautiful machine. Love the clips to dissect the heat exchanger and clean it. Really, really nice, beautiful machine. All right, we cranked up the thermostat for the baseboard. Let's go use our thermal imaging camera and make sure they're all hot. All right, let's take a closer look at what was going on right there. There's a hole right there. That's a hole in the vent collar, right? And also we need to replace the, I dropped my big black thing on the floor. You see all that cocky right there? That's the exhaust packing ring. That needs to be replaced. The vent collar needs to be replaced. The newer one is made of polypropylene. It also has a little condensate collector, a condensate drain on it. So we're gonna run a new condensate line from here down the back, and then we're gonna cut right there on the condensate trap. Peter is still working on the neutralizer media replenishment, and we're using our Klein carbon monoxide meter, and we had a max of 16 while we're working down here. So guys, if you're not carrying around a personal carbon monoxide monitor, detector, I highly advise you do that, because you never know. Because if you ain't testing, you're guessing. And don't be guessing, because you could end up dead wearing cement shoes at the bottom of the ocean, or the bottom of the Grand Canal in Venice, or the Grand Canyon, like I was gonna say.
So I got the adapter, but not the gasket.
Let's see if anything's reading right here. I'm gonna leave that right there for right now. I feel like heat. Oh yeah. No bueno. I can feel the heat. Look at this. There we go.
Blinking yellow?
No, but we got some. You saw a high of 29. We're gonna have to redo the venting. I got it on video. Look how the screen is a little cloudy.
Yeah, and going up to 29.
Yeah. All right, so not good, but this just shows you what lack of maintenance does. And look at that hole right there. It's crazy. That is a hole right there. You think I'm bullshitting, right? Let me put my finger in there and show you. See? Get a little pen, screwdriver. What can I use?
What do you need?
Something like small and skinny. They're not gonna believe there's a hole in there. All right? See, there's this. And I'm just gonna go like this. See? Thought I was, look at that. Thought I was messing with you? That's facts. Facts, ladies and gentlemen. Totally neglected, unsafe. That's a hazard. That's a hazard. Thank God we're Daniel, thank God this guy was smart enough to call a professional. You know how he found out about us? YouTube. That's right. This guy actually had 4 other plumbers here. He has like home serve through Sears. And they're like, yeah, we can't work on this. We can't work on this. So he just found me on YouTube, and look at this. Just doing a visual observation. You could save people's lives. All right, so spoke to my boys over at Platsky. They're the local Bosch rep. We're gonna go pick up the vent collar, right? The vent gasket. I'm gonna get this up and running and get the show on the road. Easy peasy. If you ain't checking, you're guessing. So to recap this video, if you ain't testing, you're guessing. Make sure you carry a personal carbon monoxide monitor on your person when you're going into these service calls, because you never know what's going on, what's lurking behind that door. Ain't that right? The lady, what did she tell us? Oh, that explains all the headaches I've been having all this time. Look at that. Daniel's carbon monoxide monitor, the one by Klein, went off. We saw little amounts though, and we kept looking. We kept looking, we found. Let that be the lesson here. Let that be the lesson learned here. You know what we do is all great. You know, we fix problems. You know, we're, you know, giving people flushing toilets, showers, you know, control, comfort air, heating and cooling. But at the end of the day, you know what? If our number one priority needs to be that, forget about making the boiler operational. Excuse me. Forget about fixing the boiler. If we're not, or the heating system, if the system is not performing safely, then we shouldn't even be getting out of bed in the morning. And you know what? The last thing you want to do is die on a job. So make sure you carry a carbon monoxide detector or monitor on your persons. Keep it in your tool bag. All right? Let there be a lesson learned. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, be well, God bless, stay safe.